This YouTube funnel in the past 7 days has brought in $266,000 into the pipeline that we just started running for one of our clients. And so, how many views is that? Right now, we're doing about 2.2 million long form views. So that's a lot of people in the finance niche, which is, incredibly challenging to do. I'll show you what the product is. And so YouTube's paying us 14 or almost $15,000 per month. We have about $40,000 in sponsors that are going onto this channel. And then in the pipeline, 266,000. Right now, we are closing a small percentage of that due to the fact that very, very few people are able to check out. There's a checkout issue. That's what we're trying to solve for right now. But it's a pretty basic funnel that we're running. And then I'll explain the strategy of what actually moves the needle. And so it's the long form content to a lead magnet funnel, which is showing a very large problem that our ICPs have, and it is a video, which is basically a VSL, but they go from content to VSL. We used to have a thank you page, but we took this out. Now it goes straight to VSL. So they download the lead magnet, so we get their contact information. We auto send them some emails, but they go straight to the VSL page, then straight to checkout. So the stats in Go High Level are, in the past 8 days, we've had 5,800 people view the funnel, and I think 580 people hit the checkout page. Now, the conversions on the checkout page have been lower because we've been forced to have them create an account, which causes a lot of friction, and then pay the money. I think once we solve for that, conversions will increase. We will not be closing the 266,000 people, but it will probably be more like 50%. And if we could run this funnel making 50% of that, making 100K per week, 100% organic, we'll start to run some paid ads and really light the fuse. But that's the power of the social media marketing, which is what we do. Is we're really good at getting the views and then building out these funnels to make it as frictionless as possible, because we've been doing these views for quite a while, but this new funnel had a literal 7x increase in them and the amount of conversions and the gross amount of volume that we're driving. We used to do big webinar funnels, but the lead magnet to VSL to checkout is working way better, especially because it's such a trusted audience. Right now we're doing 6 videos per week for long form YouTube, 20 minutes of hyper in-depth banking system topics. And it is a hyper specific audience. And the price point on the product is $200 a month or $2,000 per year. It's for a very high-end clientele. Obviously, we want to liquidate them on the yearly spend. We used to do webinars once a quarter. I think this is going to work a lot better, going different versions of lead magnets that solve the ICP's problem straight to VSL to checkout. And if we can keep these types of numbers up and maintain these like 100K weeks, that will change the economics severely. And there's a lot of other things that can go down. But this would all be useless without the views. So you need traffic, and we're making so much money because we have an overwhelming amount of traffic. When you have 2.2 million people watching you every single month, there is a lot of opportunity for your business, especially for someone that's hyper specific about what they're talking. There's another client that we have that is, let me see, this is working super, super, super well. And he's doing 10% the amount of views. Instead of 2 million per month, he's doing 200,000 per month, but making about the same amount of money because the product is more specialized. It is in the tax niche. So it's going content to either a lead magnet to VSL or content straight to VSL, depending on the video. If it's a top of the funnel video, we're sending them to the lead magnet. If it's a middle of the funnel video, we're sending them to the lead magnet. If it's the bottom of the funnel video, we're sending them to the VSL page directly, and it's a direct pitch, depending on the video style that we're doing. Then VSL to checkout straight to upsell, because he has a much broader variety of products. Ideally, for the person that I was showing you that's getting 2 million views per month, we would want to sell them on the $2,000 per year product or $200 per month and auto upsell them. But he doesn't have a higher product to upsell. So that's why here it's a lot easier, because we can actually get 3 or 4 upsells in like the exact same purchase, because the organic view is actually really, really, really good. And so Doing webinar funnels have worked very, very, very well for us in the past, but this very, very simple funnel has started to work substantially better over the last few months. And we're going to start to run a lot of paid traffic for these clients, which we're very excited for. I think the biggest takeaway is you need to have a super good lead magnet that solves a problem. And when they go through that lead magnet, the solution is your product. Whatever your product is, you have to make a lead magnet that's so good, people feel stupid not buying the product because they got so much value and it actually helped them so much. Also, remove your thank you pages. We found that a massive bump in conversions once we did that. For that client that I was just showing, we have way less volume that are hitting these pages. I mean, 6K people almost that hit the funnel views is a lot of volume. That's why, I mean, 6,000 people going through this funnel with zero ad spend is really, really good. That's only because we get a lot of views. For the other guy, it is substantially less. He has more products and he's more niche down in the stuff that he's talking about. But it is this is what we found that's working really good right now. Ideally, what we would do is this would be the best funnel. If what we could do is get them liquidated on the front end and then had a super high ticket offer here, if we went content to lead magnet to VSL to purchase the $200 per month product, ideally what we would do is, let's say we had a $10,000 per year product as the next upsell, which we don't have anything. Ideally, we would go, once they pay, they would go on a onboarding call so they could see how they get the maximum value from the product, which would act as a sales call to upsell them on the higher ticket product, which is what we were doing with this client. It's going content, lead magnet, VSL for a $500 product. So this is a low ticket product, straight to onboarding call, qualify to the high ticket product. Those conversions are insane. And I made a video on how we're doing that for our own agency because we have different verticals. We have the sponsorship company, like I was saying. Once we start to get views for our clients, we'll get them sponsors to obviously give them more cash flow. We also are having the AI SaaS because we created a product. This is just on the YouTube front, but for the other socials, we created an AI DM appointment setter to where we can communicate with every single one of their followers on Instagram, Facebook, to where we can be having hundreds of conversations per day where the AI solves their problems and then sets them through this lead magnet to checkout funnel. And we're productizing that and starting to sell it. And then once people come in the door on the AI DM appointment setter, we'll take the onboarding call the exact same way here that we're doing for our clients. We'll go, once someone buys the appointment setter, it'll come with an onboarding call that will set into the main agency that we have now. And getting people on the phone, especially because our ticket is super high, we're only working with very large businesses, it is really jamming. Same thing we do on the sponsorship side. When we take a sponsorship call to close a sponsor for our clients, that acts as, we close them as a sponsor. So they'll usually pay us, $20,000 per month for like 3 of our different clients. So they'll pay $20K to one of our clients, pay $20K per month to another client, $20K per month for another client, because these audiences are worth a lot of money to the right kinds of businesses. And then we'll close them as the main agency. And so that's how we can have this incredibly low cost to acquire customers for the main agency. And we can focus on having the best comp structures for employees, because agencies only scale if you have the best talent in place, which is why we're hyper focused on culture and maintaining the best possible results. Therefore, the results look like I just showed you, and every single client refers us more, and we make more per client forever. That's kind of the flywheel that we've created to have such vast, better economics than any possible competitor, that allows us to scale way quicker and have better opportunities for people, which is why we make these videos. So if you're a media buyer, growth operator, content strategist, I want to hire you if you think you can do any of these things. And we have the best economics, which allow us to pay the best for every single person that come in the door.